Hello, hello. Welcome in. So today I'm gonna be finishing the space station that I started last Sunday. Was it last Sunday I last did KSP? I think so. I don't know. Whatever it was. I'm gonna finish that space station. Yeah. I might work on a Mars mission after that if we have time left. Weekend is starting now. Nice. Yeah, weekends go way too fast. Here we go. Resume saved. Outpost station. I think I had one module left to fly. I'll have to check. I also need to make sure I have a save. Is everything working? Yeah. Okay, so it's day 92. What the heck? What did it just do? Did I must have just entered the... whatever. KSP is so slow to load. Is my audio working? Yeah. Yeah, I did just click the... Okay. I need to go to the tracking station. So 90 plus 15 would be 105. Is that an upper stage? Yeah, we can terminate that. Bye. Oh, KSP is so slow. It's always slow and laggy. Come on. There we go. So this is the station. Let's see if I can get it named. Can I change vessel naming from here? I don't think so. Oh, rename vessel. Station. There we go. All right, so we need to launch a cargo flight, which will dock here, I guess. Yeah, we'll launch a cargo flight to dock there. And then... yeah, and then we'll send up the other module. Okay. Space Center. I also need to make sure that we have a save. Oh, for... Well, that's going to cost me 15 minutes to reload KSP. That's fun. Well... Yeah, I'm honestly not sure how to kill 15 minutes while this reloads. Black screen, we love it. I'm gonna start a timer because I want to see how long this takes. It's 11:40 now. Is it even doing anything? Yeah, it's loading things into RAM, I think. Yeah, it's loading things. It's being painfully slow. Ugh. What can I do while this is loading? Something more entertaining than staring at Task Manager. Um, I don't know. Oh, okay, here we go. Now it's actually loading. Uh, we are at about 2.5 minutes so far. Is it running out of RAM or something? I mean, it's using a lot of RAM. It's not running out. Can it please finish loading already? Go away. There it goes. I think it's almost loaded. Oh, wait, no, it's still load all the... Yeah, it's getting pretty low on RAM. Let's look at virtual memory. Page file. I want advanced system settings because that's the page it's in. Advanced. I hate Windows settings in Windows 11. It's so annoying. Windows 10 is just superior. Advanced system settings. What about file? Because I think I can get into it this way. Properties. No, that's the stupid setting. I want options. I want the advanced system. View advanced system settings. There we go. Okay. Yeah, it's using almost all of the RAM. But why was it working? I don't know. Whatever. Hopefully it doesn't do that again. What can I close that's using RAM? I can't close Firefox. That's about it. I really need 64 gigabytes of RAM for this. But with RAM prices, that's not happening. Okay, we're loaded. How long did it take? About 9 minutes. Start game. Zoom saved. Load. Okay, please don't crash this time. Oh. Okay, we're in. Oh, now warp to. Okay, I will warp to day 105. Day 105. Vehicle assembly building. Really concerned about this RAM usage. It says 2.7 available. I don't know. I don't know. Hopefully it doesn't crash again. Okay. Open. Cargo vehicle. Okay, and we will launch from pad 40. Let's do pad 40. Select 40. Did stop that timer, right? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Map view. Set as target. Do I have a save? Save. I have, yeah, SM4 duct. All right, so I do have a save. 463. Yep. Launch into plane of target. Launch to target LAN. Gauge autopilot. I need auto warp. Okay. What? Oh, there we go. Ignition and liftoff. First stage is a little bit bugged graphically. It's like transparent or something. Is that the fairing? Yeah. Okay. Looks like launch is going well so far. Get actual guidance here very soon. I will say the visual effects from this Falcon 9 pod looks really good. Seconds. Okay, coming up on staging. Uh-oh. It's lagging really bad. Please don't crash. Please don't crash. Please, no. Oh no, the sound stopped. No. Please, 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 no. It takes 15 minutes to reload. I don't think it's gonna make it. Yeah, crash. I think so. Oh, please, no. Task manager. It's still processing things. I don't think it's gonna recover. Oh. Does Task Manager say? Task Manager doesn't say it's not responding. Ugh. I should just play Minecraft if this crashes again. I'd have to reboot for that, but come on, please. It seems like it's just frozen. Oh, bot, go away. Yeah. It's did, I think. I mean, Task Manager still says it's doing things, but is the Crash Manager process running? Yep. But it's not, I don't know. I don't know what to do with it, honestly. I think I'm going to have to kill it with Task Manager. I'll give it 60 more seconds. No, it's dead. I'm killing it with Task Manager. Okay. Minecraft or try again? Let me try and give it more virtual memory. It automatically, okay, whatever. We'll try it one more time. If it crashes this time, I'm going to Minecraft. This is so baffling because it worked fine the other day, and I haven't changed anything. I wonder. Yeah, I don't know. KSP is weird. Last time it did this, I had to completely reinstall it. We're going to use all of stream relaunching KSP. I have no idea why it does this. Is it finally still just doing its loading thing? If it fails this time, I'm going to Minecraft. I'm tired of messing with this. Space car. Oh, space car was funny. If KSP ever loads. Oh, not the lemlings. Oh no, no. Do I? Yeah, I'll show it on stream. For those who don't know, this is the limlings. that Bob is referring to. Okay, I'm gonna get those off my screen now because they're scary. I am not responsible for the limblings, chat. I am not responsible. Bob is responsible for the limblings. At least it's loading a little faster this time. Maybe it was just glitched last time. Well, I've said I want to make a horror mod for NASSP. Yeah, the limblings definitely look like they belong in a horror game. Honestly, I would play it. Oh, come on, please finish loading. Someday. No, please no. See, ignoring doing that, ignoring every single one of my pet peeves when it comes to spaceflight, that's the real horror. The actual like game content wouldn't be that much horror. It would be like the spaceflight pet peeves. It would be the real horror here. Loading model assets. And I think it'll load the configs. And then we'll be in. Maybe. Okay. Made it to loading configs. Okay. If I do end up switching to Minecraft, if this crashes again, I will have to reboot, which is why I kind of don't want to. Because my Minecraft install is on Linux, and KSP is on Windows. Okay, I think we are almost in. Okay, loading expansion assets. Come on, don't crash. Please. Okay, expansion loading complete. Come on. You can do it. Come on. KSV. It's taking 23 gigabytes of RAM right now. Welcome in. We are experiencing technical difficulties. This is the third time my game has crashed, or third time I've had to load it. And it takes about 10 to 15 minutes every time I reload it. So yeah. Come on, please let me in. Yeah, so this game is very janky. I don't know how else to put it. It just does unexplainable things. It gets worse when you mod it. And my game is pretty modded. So maybe it'll work this time. Okay. Is that the spacecraft out there? Can recover that. Recover that. Maybe having all this debris around is what's doing it. And I terminate the launch vehicle. Okay, and we will terminate that. Facility. Assembly building. Well, it's not as laggy as it was before. Maybe it's actually gonna work this time. I shouldn't say that. What is using all of the RAM? Can I kill any of it? No, I can't kill anything. At least OBS hasn't crashed yet today. Load. We need to get this thing out to the pad pretty quickly because the next launch window's coming up. Might have already passed. I might have to wait another day. Launch from Slick 40. Slick 40 launch. It's been 45 minutes and we haven't even gotten a launch complete yet. That's KSP for you. Okay. We might get another launch window today. Set as target. Launch into plane of target. Launch to target land. Oh, yeah. We'll get another try today. Times. Okay. Let's hope we don't crash on the way to orbit this time. Four, 3, 2, 1, 0. Ignition. Liftoff. Okay, don't crash, please. Please. Please don't crash. Now we just sit back and wait. Will we make it to orbit? Or will it mysteriously lag out again? Somehow I'm thinking mysteriously lag out again. Just say it. How's Task Manager looking? Okay, not looking terrible. This is so weird because I've used this exact launch vehicle before. And I didn't change anything in the settings since last stream with KSP. So weird. Alright, we're getting close to the point where it did the thing last time. It's right before staging. Auto stage is off, right? Yeah. Come on, please don't crash. 30 seconds. This is where it lagged last time. I think we're gonna make it. Shut down. Staging. Second stage ignition. It still could lag, but it made it through where it was last time. Fairing sip. Alright. We'll do a little bit of physics warp here. Yeah, it's a really cool. That's I appreciate the effort that they went to add that, because you can see it in the launch broadcasts. You can see it on the first stage too. how's our orbit looking? Pretty good. Apogee's looking good. Roger. See you. Yeah, hopefully he streams tomorrow. Today, I guess now. Yes. Shut down. Okay. Payload separation. Okay, let's activate the radiators. Extend solar panels. Okay. Go. Extend probe. All right. Let's make a save here. Just because, so I'm on 5. Just because we've been having so many glitches. Let's rename the vehicle. All right. Now I need the rendezvous rendezvous planner, maneuver planner, rendezvous info. Intercept with home and transfer in 2 days, 1 hour. So we'll just sit here and wait in orbit for 2 days. Six, 5, 4, 3. All right, burn in about half an hour. Remove all nodes. Intercept with Homan. Execute next. All right. We are in position for the burn. It should auto warp. Yep, there we go. Okay. So at about 50 seconds before the burn, we should be very soon here. Ignition. Alright, I need to time accelerate here because this is going to be a long burn. Closest approach is coming down. Shut down. We'll be 3.5 kilometers apart at closest approach. Let's fine-tune that. Where's my fuel? Oh, it's in these. Is this out of plane? I think this is a little bit out of plane. This is a 3-axis burn. $180 meters apart. Let's fine tune that some more. It's 150, 148.2. That works. Okay, match velocities at closest approach. Execute node. I still need that rendezvous info open. Okay. There's the target. 58 kilometers out. I think it's when we're within 3 kilometers that it becomes an issue. Okay, there's 3 kilometers. Because it'll load in the station here, so it will lag. But it should recover from this lag. Should be any second. Yep, there it is. Because it's loading in the station. Lag. Please load in. Yeah, I found the MechJib rendezvous planner to be really good, actually. You just have to set up the initial orbit right. I usually set up a circular orbit about 50 miles below the target, and then use the MechJib transfer to target with Homan. There we go. It loaded all in. Yeah, we're closing it about 25 meters per second. The one of the last rendezvous I did kind of have to just guess when to start braking. That one got pretty hairy. How's our fuel doing? Oh, we got plenty. There it is. All right, we are station keeping. And I think, is it going to maintain attitude for me? Yep. I might just time warp to sunlight. We should be coming into sunlight very shortly here. Come on. I don't like how it's spinning like that. Okay, there's sunrise. Okay. Now, let's let it get back into attitude. All right. Station is in attitude. Let's set as target. Control from here. Docking autopilot. RSS can go away. That can go away. Override autopilot. We'll set that to 25. 50. Force roll 0. We'll let it go at 1 meter per second. Alright, little time warp. So we'll be approaching from above, obviously. Okay, and now let's set the station to the zero angular attitude mode. Kill rotation. Okay. Okay. Looks good. Alright, we're closing really fast. We'll go to 0.25. Okay. We are closing for docking. Autopilot enabled. Off. Contact. Capture. Retract probe. There we go. Hard dock. There we go. Cargo is docked. Let's save here. Cargo 1. Cargo 1 docked. Yeah. Yeah, I can't remember which mission it is, but there's not really any instrumentation that I have, so I have to like mentally do the braking gates. I think it's for my lightweight lunar lander mission, because that's in orbiter and it doesn't give you rendezvous autopilots. All right, let's get the next module up here. If we can survive the crashes and avoid the crashes. We can go ahead and recover the debris. And I'll warp to day 120. $16, $17, $18, $19, $20. Day 120. All right. If the VAB loads here. There we go. And let's open SM5. Is this asymmetric? Yeah, it's the 3 solid version. I love the asymmetric atlases. Okay. Let's get it out on Slick 41. Come on, show me the thing to... I want the launchpad selector thingy. Come on, give me the... Why is it not... Open the vessel again. Load. There we go. Launch Complex 41. Sounds about right, yeah. Using my technique with MechJib, if you're in orbit 50 miles below the target, it usually gives me about 25 meters per second closing velocity. Depending on the trajectory, of course, but... This is going to be difficult because the rendezvous for this vessel doesn't have main engines, so you have to do it all with RCS. And MechJeb doesn't like RCS. Okay. Where is the station? Set as target. Change plane of target. Launched target LAN. RCS on. Engage autopilot. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Ignition. Liftoff. Welcome in. Wow, that thing gets off the pad. It's going good. How about you? We are launching the final module for the space station. My game has crashed 3 times now. It takes about 15 minutes to reload every time. You know. It's, yeah. But it takes 15 minutes to reload each time, so, I kind of just got started with actually playing the game. Kind of annoying, but it's Kerbal Space Program. I almost went to Minecraft instead of this because I was just tired of messing with it. We have 47%. I need to sit. Keep limited. I considered ordering a pizza, actually. But I have, I just got snacks restocked. Went to the store, so I have snacks around. It's a lot cheaper than a pizza. Okay, coming up on booster 7. See, that's why I didn't order a pizza, you know? Why do pizzas have to be so expensive? They're super good. Booster sip? Yeah. Well, the place is open till 4 a.m. Auto deploy ferry. No, good. Why? I guess pizzas are like Italian, so... Wait, pizza's Italian, right? I usually try and order it before 3:30. Just to be nice. But I have ordered one like 10 minutes before they close. Yeah, Little Caesars is good. It's like, what, $5 for a large? Unfortunate there's not one close by. Oh, it put astronauts in here. Frickin'... I've got to revert. Ah. I hate it that it does that. KSP just assumes that you want crew in everything that can support crew. No. No crew. Get out of the launch vehicle. Select 41, launch. Well, we get to do that again. I need to look up how to make KSP not do that. Don't, no, please no. Don't give it any ideas. It is quite fragile. I played a lot of Minecraft this weekend. Just got some time to, like, you know, not go to class. Hung out with some friends Friday, so I think there's a setting, but I don't know if that specifically relates to the issue with it, which the putting crew in everything or the crashing all the time issue. Because either one would be nice. Putting crew in it, yeah, that would be awesome if there was a setting for that. Okay, launch into plane of target. Launch into plane of target. Launch to target then. Engage autopilot. Alright, confirm. Yep, all stowaways have been evicted from the launch vehicle. Standing by for ignition. Roger, I'll talk to you again in about 20 minutes then. Ignition. Liftoff. Asymmetric launch vehicles are cool. Yeah. What movie was that? It was like the one where they were going to Mars and there was a stowaway. What movie was that? I never actually did watch that. Okay, I need to look it up. Yep. Yep, this is it. Did you watch it? Is it good? Or at least tolerably good for Hollywood space movies? Yeah, real. Seconds to booster sip. That's actually how I found out about it, because he posted a video about being a technical advisor for it. But I never did watch it. Yeah, I watched that his video on being a technical advisor for that before I had figured out how to, how shall we say, source movies on the internet. So. Oh, I hate things that end on cliffhanger. I don't like that. They should not do that. I mean, a little bit's okay, but like they should not do it to that level. Alright, we can use a little bit of physics work here. And I'll wait until we get the fairings off. I think this is the centrifuge that's going up now. It's been so long since I've designed this. I think I designed this, what, 2 streams ago? Or two KSP streams ago? Yeah, this is the centrifuge. Interesting. Alright, so in 3 minutes we'll jettison the main fairing. Fairing sip. .315, we'll jettison the load reactor. Centaur load reactor sip. Alright, now I can do a little bit of physics work. Shut down. Centaur ignition. Now we can time warp. Down pretty abruptly. Maybe not. No, this one's actually going to work out pretty nice. Oh. That's KSP for you. Separation. Okay, extend radiator. Extend radiator. Extend radiator. Extend solar panel. Yeah, I could do that. I just have an issue with clipping parts into other parts. So hiding a command core somewhere inside the probe like bothers me. Okay, RCS test. Yep. We have RCS. Okay, and I need to actually get that screenshot, which is somewhere, of the station so I know which direction the solar panels go. Okay. Okay, yeah, so down, up, and towards the inflatable module. All right, let's get rendezvous planner. I should make a save. Save number 08. SM5 in orbit. Planner, rendezvous planner, rendezvous info. Intercept with Hohmann. It's in 3 hours, 30 minutes. This is going to be a pretty fast rendezvous. Move all nodes, intercept with Hohmann. How are we doing on fuel? Very good. That's annoying. KSP is just, it's just janky. All right, now let's look and see how long this burn takes. Yeah, it's always small things with KSP. Oh, KSP2, yeah. I'm glad I did not buy KSP2. It would have been such a waste of money. The part about KSP2 I was really looking forward to was the interstellar stuff. But I wasn't going to buy it until they added the interstellar stuff. Okay, true. Wait, how much is, yeah, proper interstellar support, oh. If there was, like, proper interstellar support native to KSP2, like, that would be, yeah. Is it still available on Steam? Watch me break my computer by opening Steam while KSP is running. No, go away. $50. Wow. That's ridiculous. Yeah. All right. Match velocities at closest approach. Serenity is 50 kilometers out. Forgot to look how long that other burn took. Let's say 2 minutes. So when we're a minute out from the node, I start burning. Yeah, it's still on Steam. Here. I'll pull it up again. Yeah. Recent reviews overwhelmingly negative. You think? Yeah. I could buy it right now, but I'm not going to. I don't know. Early access game, yeah. The information and timeline described by the developers, you think? Right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Huh, I wonder why. Surprise, surprise. I'm gonna start burning actually at 1:30. Minute 15. Oh no, oh no. The lag. The lag is real. I'm probably gonna overshoot. It's lagging right now because it's loading in the station. How are my temperatures doing? Seems fine. Come on, unlag, please. I should not have been warping. Oh, good. There we're good. We're good. All right, let's start burning here. There's the station. One friend recommends against this game. I wonder why. I wonder why. Yeah. I think we're gonna overshoot. I think, yeah, we're definitely gonna overshoot by a lot. I should have started braking way earlier. How's our fuel doing? Fine. Well, this is gonna be an interesting re-rendezvous case. Yeah, these modules are just janky because they don't have a main engine. And MechJeb doesn't know how to think about burn time with RCS. I know I need to start burning sooner based on this. Yeah, we're still hauling. Yeah, I mean, MechJeb just gets confused with it. Yeah, I don't know, MechJeb is just janky. Nothing is as bad as its landing guidance, though. Oh, I hate the landing guidance in MechJeb. It's basically unusable for anything realistic. Yep, we overshot by 1 kilometer. Alright, target plus. When MechJeb doesn't overshoot my rendezvous and crash my probes into the lunar surface, we can talk about it. How's that? Alright, we'll close at 1 meter per second. How are we doing on gas? Got plenty. Yeah, honestly true. Alright, we are closing. There we go. Zero Argo. All right. We are parked station keeping. Oh, good. It's going to be the... Good. That's the easiest docking port. Set as target. Off. Control from here. I know, it's hard to believe. It's coming up. Docking autopilot. I'm still not convinced it's actually gonna go in February, but 25 force roll autopilot enabled. Yep. Is roll 0 gonna be right? Yeah. Alright, so we've got a solar array pointed towards the main docking port, the control node, and the big inflatable module. Yes, that is correct. Yep. It kind of is. I don't know, I wonder how long do we before they start moving Artemis 3 hardware in. True. Wait, they only have one MLP for SLS? Yeah, I guess so, because that was an issue after Artemis 1. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, I missed the Apollo days when they had 3 MLPs. Alright, I need to switch over to the station. Go to kill rotation. Yeah. Because they had, what, 3 for Apollo? And then 2 for shuttle, or 3 for shuttle? Three? Yeah. Contact. Alright. Retract probe. There we go, hard dock. Okay. Block 1B is the version with the exploration upper stage, right? It's let's be honest, it's still underpowered even with that stage. You need a proper like J2X. I think we talked about this before. You need like a proper J2X stage to really take advantage of that vehicle. All right. Centrifuge is deployed. Let's spin it up. Yeah. Exactly. Like honestly, like the Saturn V is just a superior vehicle in terms of payload capability. Like it's just the better vehicle. You're not using solids on a crew-rated launch vehicle. All right. That is the station. Save game. I think we're on what, 9? Yeah, 9. Yeah. Yeah, 09. SM5. Docked. All right, now let's transfer. How many crew can we put in here? I don't know. Yeah. Let's send the crew into there. I really like the free IVA mod. Really adds to the immersion. And I'm not sure which hatch it is. We'll just try all of them. This is it. So this is the utility module. And I think this way is just an airlock. Yeah. Where is the thing to grab? F. Come on, go down the ladder. There we go. I'm not sure exactly what I won't be able to unsee in the worm logo, but I will take your advice and not look too hard at it. Is this seat? Yeah. We should leave one. We should leave one person in there. Yeah, we'll leave the engineer and we'll transfer all of them to the rotating thingy. The rotating thingy, very descriptive. Yeah. I mean, the only vehicle that's even in production or in development with flight hardware is Starship. And I have serious doubts that Starship can safely operate with crew. Yeah, Starship is a very unique case. How many seats are in this thing? Good, there are 3 seats in here. Which way is out? Yeah, exactly. That's not the right way out. Yeah. Given what we've seen. Welcome in. Yeah, given what we've seen with Starship, I do not have confidence that it can be human-rated in the near future. Yeah. Yeah, deep space reentry, oh no! That does not sound ideal. Where am I? That's the core. I'm doing good, how about you? Okay, which way is it? That's where I came from. This is the centrifuge, yeah. Yeah. Open hatch. Does this seat work? Yeah. Cool. Okay, why is it turning like that? Control from here. What the heck? Retrograde, come on. Okay, I don't know why it was doing that, but it's fixing itself now, I guess? Yeah, I mean, you can't deny that China is developing a lot of capability very quickly in space. But yeah, I can't agree with a lot of what China does either. Yeah, it is that one mod. It's free IVA. Yeah, I love free IVA. It's really fun. Yeah, they have some definite issues. Okay, I am going to let's try. Let's try that. Reddit downvote. Let's try this attitude. Okay, why are we yawing? Do I need advanced? Yeah, I need advanced. Reference. Let's go reference surface velocity, direction forward. Let's try that. No. Up, execute. KSP aircraft is one thing that I cannot get to work right. Every time I try, they just break. Or don't fly at all. I was trying to make a Titan glider thing, and I couldn't get it to work. Okay, so that's right, except it's the wrong way. So we need 180. No, what if we try down? Because that'll point the cupola at Earth. I couldn't imagine trying to play on console, because you can't even use stuff like MechJib. Is this the attitude I want? Yeah, that looks good. All right. I'm just curious. I'm gonna make a save. Let's save. I'm up to what, 9? Yeah. Save game 10. Yeah, exactly. Like KSP's aerodynamics, it's just, I don't know. I just can't get anything that flies right. And for the Titan plane project, it was even worse because then I have to figure out how to take that thing and bundle it up inside an aeroshell for reentry. Honestly, fair. Yeah. Yeah. What was I gonna do? Oh, right, yeah. Look at, not transfer window planner. It's gonna be maneuver planner. Transfer. That's pretty big. Set the moon as target. I just want to see. Home and transfer. Oof. That's a lot of delta V. Okay, that's not gonna work. All right, forget that. Yeah, I was trying to build the station so I could send it to the moon. Yeah, so we should talk about my crewed Pluto mission. 90% is the wings, yeah. Yeah, we should talk about my crewed Pluto mission. It's got a lot of delta V. All right, I am going to make a new save and start looking at a Mars mission. Space Center. Hopefully my game doesn't crash when I try and do this. I should actually change the stream title. Mars mission planning. There we go. Oh, good catch, thank you. How do I turn off KSP background music? Probably in settings. Music is 0%. That's odd. Wouldn't that kill all sound? Is it ambiance? Let's turn ambiance off. All right, quit to main menu. All right, please don't crash. Hopefully ambiance does it. Okay, please don't crash. Please don't crash. Start new. Call it Mars. Sandbox. Turn that goofy stuff off. First plane. Wow. That's kind of impressive for planes. Yeah, planes they're definitely a very specific set of knowledge. Where is the other thing? It's in... There's another one that has boil off. Where is it? Oh, system heat. Get the heck out of there. Yeah, we'll turn it down to 0% and then turn it off. Double disable it. There we go. Start. $490 parts for the wings. Like, I'm surprised KSP will even load with that amount of parts. I can't think of a way easily to send a picture. I'm fine with links, so if you come up with something, I would like to see it. Let's see. Ooh, let's see. That might be difficult because it's not in this save. Let's dig through the folders. I think it's RSS old. Where is saves? Do I not have saves? There we go. Asteroid rendezvous, Lunar, Mercury, Mars. Is it in the Saturn? It might be that one. Yeah, I think it's this. Let's see. We're gonna copy this. If I break my game for this, I'm gonna be mad. Mars. Paste. Gotta copy all 3 files. I just want that one craft. I don't want the whole save. Steam library, Steam apps, common. KSP, it's this one. Saves. It's in what? Saturn, yeah. Roger, see ya. I only see these 2 files. Oh, I didn't mean to move that. I'm just gonna try and load it. I wonder which version this is. Oh yeah, this cursed thing. This was supposed to be an aircraft that would enter the atmosphere on Titan, cruise for an undetermined amount of time using this atomic turbojet, and then boost back to orbit using this J2T. Yeah, this is like, I've only made like 3 planes in KSP. Stats. Where would I get stats? This is like the 3rd version of it, I think. Wrench. Toolbar now. I might have to load it in the. Where is it? The wrench with the writing. Oh, here we go. So I've got atmospheric body Titan. Yeah, I was trying to build it as light as possible because it needs to boost back to orbit at the end of its atmospheric flight. Oh, wow. Let's say Mach 2 at 50 kilometers. Mach 1.5. Above this text. Yes. So this stage is the J2 engine, which is overpowered for this aircraft. It seems like there was another one. Where is the other one? Do I have something in the even older KSP install? Oh my. Oh, I forgot about some of these. No, I don't think I have any aircraft in here. So yeah, that's Where's the button to hide this? Okay, new vehicle. Let's make this the hab. Actually, we'll do the full stack for this test. Something is glitched. There we go. Because I need to test out modules. Let's do the 2.25 modules. KSP being slow. It lags your game. I'm surprised it didn't lag your game well before. Wow, that's impressive given the number of parts. And now my game is lagging for no reason. $390 is still a lot for KSP though. KSP search is so slow. Come on. Please load. Or whatever you're gonna do. There we go. 2.25 meter modules. .25. Okay. So I'm just gonna make a stack of all the 2.25 stuff I've got, and then go into free IVA and check it out. All right, utility module. Yeah, yeah, that's a lot of mass. That's the wrong centrifuge. I'm just making a stack of modules. .25 meter inflatable ham. Oh, wow. That's pretty massive. Huh. Somebody should make an economics and KSP mod. You have to deal with supply and demand and all the other stupidness. Just to make RP1 even more annoying. Wow. That's crazy. Station core. And cupola. All right, let's load this in and evaluate Let's put the astronaut in the cupola. I want an engineer. All right, now I'm going to send this curse thing to the launch pad. We'll put it in orbit, and then I'll fly down the entire stack in free IVA, check out the interiors, and see which ones I want to put on the actual Mars mission. How's my memory doing? Good. It's still using a lot, but it's stable. Temperatures are actually doing really good this time. All right, let's send it to orbit. All right, I need to take a screenshot of this. Let's start these spinning up. Okay. So this is the cupola. I'm actually going to pull up that on another screen. Wow. That's really expensive. All right. So this is the station core. Okay, so we need a station core. This is the regular hab, so it's got 2 sleep stations. This is the first inflatable hab. It's got 1 sleep station? Question mark? No, 2. Okay. This is the larger module. It's got 1, 2, 3. It's got what, 4 bunks? Wrong way. I think I'm looking at the large inflatable module at the moment. Station core and a large inflatable module. It's wider than the runway. This is the utility module. We don't really need that. Wow. And that's in stock scale? Wow. I remember the first time I ever played KSP, I didn't know that the stock system was scaled down. So I just, built a rocket with 8,000 meters per second of delta V. And just, was like, okay, this is taking a lot of effort, but whatever. And then I launched it and didn't even use the first 2 of my stages. I was like, wait a second here, hang on. I wonder if because the wings are made of so many parts, I wonder if they're all not playing nice. Why are you going out? I was just staying in the universe, just as a general rule. Yeah. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. 3 slate pods. I love canards. Canards are awesome. Was it 3 slate pods? I don't know. Doesn't matter. I think it's too heavy. Alright. Revert to vehicle assembly. Alright. I need to use the restroom, so I will be right back. I am back. Alright. What was I? Okay, right, yeah. So we decided station core. Again, get rid of that. The hard-sided hab. Can get rid of that. We need the soft-sided hab. Probably not, given the fact that it flips over and starts trying to fly backward as soon as you load it in. Station core. We also need the utility module. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, the KSP lag is pretty annoying. Come on, please finish doing your search thing. I also need the 2.25 meter node. Because I'll do the node, the inflatable hab above that with a docking port. Sure, works for me. Oh, that's right, because you're on console and you can't screenshot. What was I? Oh yeah, 2.25 meter modules. 11 inches. KSP gets so laggy when you mod it. Why am I playing with a cardboard box? Two point two five. 2.25 meter hub. Okay, let's reroute to that. Should it be... Let's put that there. We can then put that there. We can put the utility module then there. And then we can put a telescope there. And then I can put docking ports there. What docking port should we use? I want to use the APAS 89. That will make the lander harder, though. I'm just going to go with the Apollo style. that might be causing part of the problem. Yeah, IDSS is the standard one. I don't know. Let me look. Do I have an IDSS? I don't have it. Do I have... What's wrong with the Apollo one? I like the Apollo one. Part of the reason I like it is because it's small diameter. I could do APAS 75. It wouldn't fit underneath the launch escape system, though. That's the issue. Yeah, it does have a narrow passageway, but for something like a Mars lander, you don't really need a big passageway. I could use CBMs for other things, just not the lander. Um, someone mentioned Orbiter Forum earlier. Are you on Orbiter Forum? You could DM it to me on Orbiter Forum. Oh, the Canadarm. Yeah. See, the other issue is you need to berth it. You can't just like dock with one vehicle uncrewed or the target vehicle uncrewed. Where is? Also, that you can't teleoperate the arm from Earth because we're out at Mars, and the comm lag is way too great. Name is just Max Q. I guess you could have a arm control console in whichever vehicle is manned. Yeah, let's do the APAS 75 for the lander. Should I do the APAS 75? I'm just going to go with the regular one for now. Then once I decide what system the lander will use, I'll switch it. All right, so 13,500 kilograms. Make an Ares 1 out of Apollo hardware. I mean, in a way, I'm kind of trying to do like a Apollo technology and hardware Mars mission. New. All right, we need a Mars lander. This is tricky. Let's look at Centaur G. Because I could use the Centaur G tank. I don't like the SRBs. SRBs, no thank you. Keep them out of crewed spaceflight. You know, I just like to be able to shut down the engines on crewed spaceflight. Oh, for sure. The shuttle has almost no crew escape options. Do I want parachutes on this lander? Not those kind. I don't know. The Orion SLS can really pull some serious G's. All right, how would the APAS 75 look? It fits. It's kind of janky. I think I am going to go with the traditional Apollo probe for the lander. Yeah, Ares 1 had other issues besides just the acceleration. Yeah, I mean, this thing isn't going to launch crewed, so I could like just launch it inside a fairing uncrewed. Let's see. If you want to send it to me in Discord, you could do that. I could DM you on Orbiter Forum. I'm interested in what this would look like. This is more of an ascent stage. This vehicle, it won't need to operate very long. Just a few hours. With a single solar panel. Hey, we love the single solar panel. Whichever works easiest for you. I'm fine with either one. G1, there it is. Discord is maxq519, all lowercase. Same user as Twitch. I don't know if a single one would be sufficient because it's got to lift off from Mars. Why is it not letting me fill it for this engine? What fill for? It's not letting me fill it for this engine. Choose tank type? This is just the lander. I can't do LOX LH2 though, because all the LH2 would boil off. I mean, I could do the Methalox RL10. I wanted something with a higher ISP though. Yeah, this is just an ascent stage. The vehicle that brings the crew up will be a different vehicle. Eh. There we go. That's what I was trying to do. The G1 is a fluorine engine. So that's 6,300 meters per second. 40,000 kilograms. Yeah, I mean this is enough right here. 6,000 meters per second is enough to hit orbit. But I think my TWR is too low. Mars. Yeah, this is, instead of that, let's do 5,300. That's enough. Not yet, but 5,300 is more than enough. So hopefully that more than enough is enough to get me there. Let's see. Actually, hang on. If I add a piece of tank here, all right, now we've got 6,200 meters per second. It's still going to be just super low TWR, though. I could do drop tanks. Yeah. I mean, I could use my old MDV design, but that thing is heavy AF. The problem is, how am I going to get this to the surface? True. I do need something at least somewhat aerodynamic, though, because it's Mars. What about a lander cockpit? What types of lander cockpits have I got? Yeah, it's... I need something with a crew capacity of 2. The limb is too flimsy. All right, let's scrap this. Let's look at this. That looks like it could be aerodynamic enough. What does the VC look like, though? I could do that. That's actually... Wait, that would also really simplify my... Oh, but then for entry, my center of gravity is way up in the top of the vehicle. What's this look like? I don't know. That's not for that. Yeah. I don't know. That seems pretty iffy. You probably pull a lot of G's. I'm just gonna see what this VC looks like. This is the hardest part. True. This is the hardest part, is designing the lander. It's almost like landing on Mars with astronauts is hard. Okay, that's a cool VC, I'm not gonna lie. Let's time warp today. Okay, I really like this, actually. Yeah. Okay, I really like this VC. What about, how is it to walk around in here in a gravity field? Yeah, I like this. I think we're gonna use this pod. Yeah, this is really cool, actually. Yeah. Yep, we're using this. Void your warranty. Alright, revert to vehicle assembly. Alright, so we're going with that. Wait, if I put the fuel tank on top. Boring crew services, I don't think so. What's it do? Ah. Yeah, I don't have that. What was I doing? Right. What options do we have? Oh, there's engines? What engines? Oh, this must be RCS. Hmm. All right, what, let's look at Centaur. I want to see how I can stick the Centaur engine section directly under this. I guess I could always do an EVA over to the lander. Do it Soviet style. That's janky, though. It would save a lot of weight, though. Okay, that is way too big. This thing must not be scaled for RSS. Huh. Roger. I do not see a friend request. That is odd. Oh, something just... There we go. All right. All right, I have accepted it. Centaur. To search ever updates. I think I got the wrong Centaur thing. Come on, please finish searching. There we go. This is okay. That's the big one. Whoa. That is pretty crazy. Wow. That's wild. All right. Let's... Yeah, that's a pretty big bunker buster. Wow, all stock. That is crazy. I can see what you mean by the wings are so many parts. Yeah, it really is cool. I am very impressed. What was I doing? Oh, right. I need to scale this thing. Does twig scale not work on this? What the heck? So I can't use that. That's dumb. Wow. Yeah, this thing is not scaled for RSS, even though it says it is. Well, that's annoying. I really wanted to use that. Joy. What about the Mark II lander can? Okay, this could work. Let's look at the VC in this. Okay. Let's, again, we'll warp to sunrise. Past sunrise, I guess. This isn't bad either, honestly. It's a little bit bigger. Why is the hatch blocked? Can we EVA people? Yeah. Okay. I guess we'll use this. Oh, it's got doors. I don't think... I don't think we're going to be able to just use the regular Centaur. I mean, I could just use my MAV. I could have the MAV there ahead of time. And then use the MDV. It's like the second version of it. Second version of what? This pod? Side by side. Version... How do I select the second version of it? Ah. Oh. Okay. and 2 of them side by side. I can't make a second one. Actually, I want to look and see. Hang on. Now my game is broken. There we go. I want to just look and see real quick. Is the Centaur engine mount thingy the right size? Probably not. Oh, it actually does fit. So I could do that. And then two of these. Methane. This is going to be... Oh. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. We may be cooking here. $5,000 m/s. Regular engine plate. I don't see. Let's just search engine plate. Wait, I could use the CSM engine mount, actually. Yeah. Let's see. How's this look? Cursed, but it could work. It's about half the mass. How's the TWR? 1.88? Oh, I'm liking this. Around the aft section of the prop tank. That would cause plume impingement with the... Wait, no, I couldn't do that. That's too cursed. Or is it? Let me try this. Let me try this real quick. I have an idea that's similar to that. Let's see. I hopefully I won't need it. $6,400 TWR is still acceptable. Because if we put, because this is my idea. If we put this to rover mode, and then put those there. Okay, that's a problem. I need it to accommodate 3. I mean, this is fine, honestly. Can only It's got 3 in there. Yeah, 3 seats. Let me try it. Let me put it in rover mode and see if it's still 3. Huh. Rover mode can still accommodate 3, apparently. I'm starting to like putting the engines up there instead of... Yeah, I'm liking that, honestly. Okay, what's the... I need to look up the key to change the rotation snap angle. Because I want it to be not 30 degrees. C and Shift C. Let's cant them out at Let's cant them out at 15 degrees. It's in the aft section. I can't move the prop tank lower because then it'll start clipping. Place it in the aft section. What do you mean by place it in the aft section? What about that? Honestly. All right, I'll move it a little bit lower. Oh, the Z fighting is really bad there, but how's that? We'll move it down to there. Add an aft bulkhead to the prop tank. Such as... I don't see a bulkhead. That would really clip though, wouldn't it? That would like really clip. All right, let me save this before I start, because this has the delta V and the TWR to do what I want. This has more than enough delta V and TWR to do what I want. I don't have landing gear yet though. Bots. All right, save. Okay. So you said Centaur aft bulkhead. Once it finishes searching. I think it's going to have less delta V because it's adding mass. If the search ever loads. Would it be the Centaur 5 engine mount, or is that too wide? No, that's too wide. Actually, I'll use the Centaur 5, and then it can be scaled down, so that'll make it lighter. It does look good. I'm not going to deny. I'm not sure if it looks good enough to justify the delta V penalty, though. Because that's a heavy part. That's gonna cost me a lot of delta V. Let's just stick them there for a delta V number. It really hurts in the TWR. I don't know. That's like 500 meters a second. Four engines adds more mass, though, which would hurt my delta V even further. All right, I'm gonna save this as well. And I'm gonna load the original one. And see. It's gonna add more mass, though. Mass is like my enemy on this. So that's 6,600. With that tank 80% filled. Yeah. So that's, yeah, that's a 70% fill. And if we load this, with this tank 70% filled, I wish I could get rid of those spherical tanks. Because they look weird. If I do prop tanks full, I don't have enough TWR. Because my intent is also to use these engines for the soft landing engines on Mars. I'll try 4 engines. I think it'll make it worse, but TWR is too high now. But they can throttle. Where would they stick them on there, though? another version where maybe it's the other one, the 2.3 engine mount. That's even worse. What about Centaur D engine mount? That's the same thing. Saturn V, that's gonna really clip. What about the S2 alternate engine mount? That might be the way to go. That is the Saturn V second stage. Or are you talking about the regular one? The alternate one would probably clip less. They're not far enough out, though. They're like, wait, what if I think even if I rotate it, it won't be. Yeah, even if I rotate it 45 degrees, they're still not far enough out. How can you move them? Because that's like part of the part. Wait, the S4B engine mount has a variant. Let's try this real quick. Nope, it's still not going to fit. Payload adapters. I can't find any payload adapters. What's that? Let's search payload. I would really like to get this lander done before the end of stream. Or at least the ascent stage. Payload adapters. That's precision. That might work actually. Down. Wait, these? Wait. That might work though. These? Launch adapters? Cargo base miscellaneous? I'm not even in BDB parts anymore. That's all there is. Okay. Decouplers. Launch adapters. Engines. Atlas. Fuel tanks. Engines. Interstages. Fairings. Common Centaur nose cone. Wait, I think I know what you're talking about. Is it the Centaur avionics section? Where is that? This? There's also the G, Centaur G one. Yeah, let's use the Centaur G one because it's already scaled. All right, let's see. I'm gonna have to scale it up, which is gonna cost mass. this size? Like that? Bit less. That doesn't look bad. Now where do I stick the engine? Now the engines. It's gonna clip! I think you underestimate my OCD for parts clipping. Alright. But there's still no place to mount the engines. Because if I stick them there, they don't, like, fit. Okay, fair. They're not getting fuel, though. Oh. Our TWR is still super low. And I am going to need to move this engine again because it needs to be in symmetry. Like that. See, now the issue is my TWR is 1.02. Let me decrease the fuel in this tank a little bit. 1.12. Let's save this. Let's move it to Mars and test it. Mars. hopefully. I can get more TWR and trade Delta V by defueling one of those tanks. We already have enough clipping going on. We don't need 4 engines. Mars. We'll just go 0, 0. But yeah, 4 engines would look cool. Pitch 90. Oh no, an engine exploded, didn't it? Yep. Yeah, it's gonna hurt the TWR even more. Not like I'm not gonna need them on the real vehicle, though. Hmm? Oh, yeah, I'm just shaking my leg. Is this ever gonna finish searching? Titan. I believe that would probably break TOS. Titan. Where's the thing? True. No, and then we'll just scale this down. I'll mount the landing gear to that. Where is the thing? I don't want those. I want landing. Which one's heavier? This one's lighter. That's the Gemini lander. Like, I don't want that. This is the lightest one. Mm-hmm. Well, the problem is this is way more than enough delta V for the return to orbit. But I also want to use these as the soft landing engines. So they have to be able to get rid of that last 500 meters per second or so and soft land. And then still have enough delta V left for the ascent. And right now I have about a 1300 meter per second margin. But I don't know. I think I can actually use... what about these? That could work. Imagine the part clipping for 4 engines, though. Okay, I need to just... But let's see how this works, because I have more than enough delta V, so I can defuel the tanks a little bit. Yeah. I don't know. Let's see how this works. Why is it cold in here? Is my window open? I think my window's open. Yeah, my window was open. That might have something to do with it. Where is that thing? Where is that adapter? Is it? No. Yeah, my window was open. It's literally snowing outside. Okay, I'm just gonna test this for now. Well, I want to be able to jettison them before ascent to save weight. This doesn't have a decoupler in it. That was my issue. Also, I mean, wait. I'll do it for the test. Oh, and then they'd come off in 4 pieces. All right, we can mess with that later. I really want that 3-meter. Where is that thing? Is it in the Titan part? I also need something round under there to attach the heat shield to. Titan 3 structural adapter. That's not it. Oh, it's the Titan interstage. That's what I'm looking for. And we'll make it short. That doesn't work. Just let me see. Let me try this. Okay, that's not working. All right. How should I place the landing legs? And there's no way to get rid of the RCS, but I have to place it. I want the landing leg. Like this? Those are gonna barely be tall enough. I need to turn off that. That's close. I might need different landing legs, but we can test it with this. C is the hotkey for that. All right, let's try it. Extend. This looks kind of cursed, but kind of cool. Yeah, it's already starting to warm up in here after I close that window. Also, my laptop is in here, which is putting out a decent amount of heat. Yeah. It's a small room. All right, and I need to teleport myself to Mars. Pitch 90. Okay, warp. We'll just warp to sunrise. All right. Let's see. Let's do 185.2. 185.2, 30-degree inclination. Okay, it does have the TWR. We don't have RCS, but that's okay. What happened? What did it just do? Excuse me? Yeah, it needs some landing lights. I don't have failures enabled, so there shouldn't have been an engine out. Let's try revert to launch. I'm going to try that again. I also need to check the IVA and make sure that that part that's clipping doesn't clip into the cockpit, because that would be really bad. And it will, okay, yeah, I should do that. Once it loads, if it loads. Pitch 90, Mars. Well, I'm gonna put a heat shield underneath it. I think I might put a docking port on top of the fuel tank and then just make the crew transfer over via EVA. If we're being honest. I know it's janky, but okay, good. The part doesn't clip. I don't know where the third seat is, though. Yeah, I could do that. All right. Let's pay attention this time. Okay, it's throttling back for some reason. Ugh, I don't know. It's definitely better. Shouldn't be. Oh, heck no. Delta V margins are way too precise. I can't do ascents manually because you can't plan a precise delta V number. MechJeb can do it over and over again, exactly the same way. I'm just gonna defuel a little more. Let's do that. Alright, I am honestly getting a little bit worn out to debug this tonight, so I may end stream here soon. And next time I stream KSV, I'll have to work on this again. I want to test this. I want to get the ascent to work. Once I can get a mass number for the lander, then I can work on the rest of the stack. Because kind of like with Apollo, the weight of the lander is going to drive everything else. Yeah, it's like 320. Pitch 90. It's allowing engine gimbal. All right, warp to sunrise. All right, engage autopilot. I don't know why it's doing that. I have no idea why it's doing that. I don't want to mess with it tonight. Why is my camera? There we go. Well, that was a lot of progress. Normally I don't get that far for Mars flight manually. I mean, I could just fly the liftoff manually, but wait, I think I know what it might be. I'll test it next time. I think it's getting too far out of altitude because it doesn't have RCS. And then MechJeb cuts the engines. Because if it gets too far out of the direction it wants to point, then MechJeb will shut the engines down. because it's not an altitude. And since it doesn't have RCS, I bet that's what's happening. I'll test that next time. I also need to refine this landing gear. Yeah, I've got where is my got the Lego lunar rover. This is a really cool set. All the steering works and it folds up. I do not have SLS. I have the Saturn V, which is still in the box. I never put it back together after I moved in. Then I've got let's see, what's the other one? I don't know. It's over there somewhere. I want to get the SLS, but it's like it's super expensive. So yeah, let's see. I do not have the ISS. How much is the ISS actually? That doesn't show a price. $175. That's how many pizzas? Calculator. That's 8.75 pizzas. That's a lot of pizzas. How much is the SLS right now? Where is the Amazon? There we go. Whew, $260. The delivery is actually really cheap from that place. It's a few dollars. How many pizzas is this? 260 divided by 20. 13 pizzas. I do need to get this though. Eventually. It looks really cool. What scale is it? Does it tell me the scale? Because if it's the same scale as the Saturn V, that would be awesome. The space shuttle one is also really cool. Yeah. Ah, darn. That's unfortunate. They should do that stuff on the same scale. All right. Well, I will see you Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday, 10 p.m. Eastern time. Ha ha ha. That's nice. All right. Yeah. Tuesday, 10 p.m. Eastern. I will be playing Minecraft. I will be working on a very boring project. So yeah,